Evening, guys. Price Monkey here. Just going to do some evening analysis ahead of tomorrow. Tomorrow being Thursday, as promised. Um, so we'll kick off with the US dollar, Swiss franc. Oh, I must remind you as well, all trade ideas or calls are for education purposes only. I do not advise you to take them. Okay. Um, so kicking off with the US dollar, Swiss franc. Let's have a look. We're looking at the daily chart at the moment. Okay. As you can see, we're moving up. I wouldn't say it was an ascending triangle. I'd say it was more like a triangle. Okay. So we're kind of in a range at the moment. Let's move down to a lower time frame. Okay, so we can see from the 4 hour that we are heading up from this zone, which I did highlight yesterday. Let's box this in. What I'd like to see tomorrow is a move up to the 1.0072 level. Potential to take shorts from here. Moves back down to around the I'd say 1.0016, around there. So just moving within this range really. Obviously we need to wait and see what the price action is like when we get into that zone. I probably won't be taking a touch trade on this one. Okay, next one, pound USD. Okay, so we're coming into looking at the monthly chart. We're coming into all-time lows, so we've got to be careful around this level. What I would like to see tomorrow is a move up into this area here, 1.4268. I'd like to take a short here, but not for much. If we could be seeing some serious profit taken at these levels from big sellers who've been in the market for a long time, so they may be taking profit here. What I will be looking at doing is perhaps getting short around this area, 1.4268. Okay, I'll be waiting for price action, and I will be getting my stop to break even as quickly as possible. I'm monitoring this trade closely, because the last thing I want is to see some huge volatility to the upside while I'm in a short. Okay, so we do need to be careful around these levels on cable on the pound dollar. Next one, Euro USD. Tomorrow we have news on Euro starting at 12:45 GMT UK time. Also we've got the ECB press conference at 1:30. Okay, so any trades that I do take on Euro will be happening before these news events. I won't be holding trades during. I'll be getting out before these events. That's if I do get in. So anyway, looking at Euro, let's zoom in. We're looking at the daily chart right now. We can see that it's kind of in a range on the daily. On the 4 hour, similar to the dollar Swiss, we have an inverse correlation. This level looks quite nice. If we can move into here around Frankfurt or London tomorrow, then there's potential to get long. Have some confluence with support and resistance, turning to support here. Hopefully the Asian session won't take advantage of it. Hopefully this will be the job of Frankfurt and London to get long on this, potentially. I'd like to see some price action around these levels as well to get long, some candle configurations. Okay, Euro Pound. Okay, let's have a look, see what we've got going on here. Okay, so the Euro's much stronger than the pound at the moment, as you can see. We've been heading up for a number of weeks. We're coming into this resistance area, okay, but we haven't turned yet. What I'd like to see tomorrow is a move down into this area. So let me get some lines in. Bear with me. Anywhere, anything around here really, so anything in between 0.7656 to 0.7583. I'll be looking for price action in there, similar to the cable setup. I will have to be very careful if I'm going to get long on this, because we are in a position where we could make a reversal to the downside. So I'll be keeping if I do get into a long on the Euro Pound, I'll be very vigilant as to how price acts starts to break even quickly, and potentially pulling out of trades, whether we are in profit or not. Okay, Euro, Australian dollar. Let's have a look. Pardon me, I'm just having a drink. Right, so looking at the Euro Australian dollar at the moment, so we're coming out of this level. It's the monthly chart. We're coming out of. We've reacted basically at resistance, long-term resistance. So you got support there, turn to resistance. We've got a monthly supply level, if you like. So any weekly buyers have started to take profit, as you've seen this week. We have moved down yesterday and today. We're acting within. We've actually broken this sort of short-term trend line in terms of the 4-hour. Looking at this, adding this longer-term trend line. Okay, you can see we're still abiding to it. We are reacting to this zone at the moment. There's also some confluence on this intersecting trend line to the downside. What would be nice would be if we saw some price action tomorrow in these areas between 1.57 to 1.56 to get a long in. But as I mentioned, we are in this monthly area where buyers are taking profit, so we need to be also vigilant about going long in these areas. It seems to be the case across a lot of these pairs at the moment, that we're at these critical levels where we do have to be more careful about taking trades. Especially with the indices. I'm staying away from the indices at the moment. You know, we're at all-time lows across Nasdaq, S&P, DAX, the FTSE. So I'm staying out of those markets at the moment until they show their hand. Moving on to the Kiwi. So looking at the Kiwi, what have we got here? So we are also moving into an area of profit taking on the Kiwi dollar. Looking at the monthly chart, we are in somewhat of an area of support. We're reacting here from weekly demand. You see, we touched it last week. We still haven't made any bullish configuration yet, so we still could see some movement to the downside. Okay, what I'd like to see tomorrow is a move up into these highs here at 0.648 to 0.6514. Okay, potentials for shorts. We do have to be careful again where we are at extremities in these markets at the moment. So like I say, with the other pairs, we will be vigilant of these trades, kept being careful to manage our risk, get stops to break even, watching for volatility against us if we are in the market on these trades. Okay, moving on to onto gold. Okay, I called this trade. You see this movement up. I called this in one of my videos recently, or I may have called it on a post on a tweet on Twitter. I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, I pulled out of this one, but it flew up. It would have given some nice rewards, but never mind. So looking at this at the moment, I'm not sure that there's an actual trade on this at the moment, but I thought I'd throw in some analysis for gold because it's quite an interesting chart. So we are at the moment reacting from support, as you can see on the long-term monthly chart. Okay, weekly buyers have come in, profit takers from the sell side. We are moving up. We've seen a decent sized move up today. What I'd like to see is price to come much higher, and then perhaps we can start selling over the coming weeks. So in the short term, I'd probably like to see this area taken out. Having said that, we are on resistance at the moment, so this 110 or 100 I should say area is kind of the make or break area. If we break above here, I'd like to see a retrace back down, so we get something like this, dum, dum, and back up. I'll be trying to get long around here, and aiming for that's kind of the next level after that. So 1143, and then after that up to 1168 if we get that high, and potentially getting short either there or up at this level to get in on the longer term trend. Okay, so no potential setups there in my eyes for tomorrow. Oil, so looking at crude here, there's actually a short setup at the moment, but I'm not trading it because it's a bit late in the day. Could have taken this short here, but we'll leave that one for now. Tomorrow, what would I like to see? Let's get some lines in. Also tomorrow we have crude inventories at 4 p.m. GMT. Plenty of time to get on board any moves before then. But which way is it going to go? Well, if we can't break above here, so looking at this 29.34 level that we're reacting to at the moment, we might see that prices just continue moving down from here. If we break above, then I would be looking at price moving up to the other side of this channel. If we could get up to here, so 30.65 to 30.43, that would be a great area to go short again. Very clean area, so we'd be looking for price action around those areas. That's a long way away though, in terms of, I mean, if you look at how much movement we get in a day, this is, you know, 24 hours each one of these intervals, lines going down. Whether it could move up to there in a day, I don't know. So we probably more than likely we see moves carry on down here tomorrow. But like I say, it'd be nice to get up here, and perhaps wait till Friday to go. If we do get up here, wait till Friday to go short, because it will probably take all day tomorrow to get up into these levels if we do get up there. Okay, so not anything too clean really, anything that was spotted too clean to trade on tomorrow. As things unfold tomorrow, there might be some nicer setups on the lower time frames. If I do see any, I will post on Twitter. Obviously all trades that I take, I will post as well on execution. Like I say, please don't take these trades. It is just for educational purposes only. What else do I need to say? Yes, share this video, add me on Twitter. Also, I'd like to make a shout out to my good friend and professional futures trader, Rick Jones. Goes by the name of Houdini on Twitter, and you can, if you want to add him and watch what he does, he's at Rick Jones 84. Okay. And also, if you're not already following me, if you just stumbled across my video on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitter at price_monkey. Okay. Please like, share and retweet my videos and my tweets if they're helpful to you. Okay. Good night guys, and I will be tweeting tomorrow.